Hello and welcome back, everyone, on Immigration Talk Show. I'm your host, Napasa, and it's lovely to have you all join us. Today, we have none other than our guest, Attorney Chand Parvathaneni, and we're speaking about is the H1B lottery now a pay to win system? And it's been a superb conversation so far, getting to know so many different ideas, these new ideas taking shape. And lovely to also have you folks join us with your questions. And, we also had a caller, Hari from Chicago. Pavan, we took up your questions. And I would also only say, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show. And feel free to join us, on call as well. You can see the number on the screen. You can dial in, and Attorney Chand here will be very happy to answer to your questions. The number is 425-436-6335, and the access code is 988-888. So, Chand, I have more questions. If you're ready for them, I'm going to throw them right at you.
Sure.
So, will this discourage US universities from attracting international students? That's what we took up some time back. And we also had more questions on Reddit, from different users. So, one of them was asking, does this mean entry level grads like me are done while only seniors get picked? And another user was saying, if I'm on an OPT and my company can't pay level 2 or 3 wages, am I basically out of the game? And there's another one, another user asking, will consulting firms still game this system with fake high wages? So, do you have any
Yeah.
answers to these?
That's a very good question. Can companies game the system by offering fake salaries? I think it's a very good question because I think companies will try that route, and I think we just have to go back and see what happened in the past. The most recent example was the multiple registration fraud, where USCIS gave a lot of notices out there. There is something called fraud, and fraud is if somebody gets an unfair advantage over somebody by doing something, that is basically fraud. And if somebody tries to game the system by offering a fake salary, for example, they give a fake wage level 4 right after approval, they try to do something and change the wage level back, and or transfer the employee back to some other company and game the system. That would be clear case of fraud. USCIS, because now they use so many good computer systems, they use Palantir, they use so many of these systems that can detect fraud. So if they see a pattern where a company might have done this, where they're putting a high wage level just to get through the lottery, right after that they do a transfer or do something else. If they find a pattern, or they detect a pattern, they can come back even down the line, and they can cause major issues, and they can be recommended for criminal prosecution, and so on. So if something like that does happen, I think USCIS has systems in place where they can clearly detect fraud, because on the day of filing they initially said it is wage level 4. Right after the approval, they go back and do a transfer or do something else. I think USCIS will definitely recommend criminal prosecution. I think Department of Justice could get involved, and I think USCIS will definitely factor that into their whole process, because I did hear people talk about that. It is so easy, just go through the lottery, get through the lottery, and then kind of do a transfer, because they will have all the historical data whenever something like that happens. So I think people probably would try that, but I think it is very easy for USCIS to detect fraud and go with criminal prosecution.
Yes, and I've seen a lot of those stories. We have all seen a lot of those fraudulent activities coming into surface, and there's always bad punishment for each of them, and bad fines, huge fines, right, Chan? So I always say, I think, stay away from fraudulent activities no matter what. And
Yes.
yeah, Chan, so there are more questions, and I would, need you to answer to this. Part 5 ends here. We'll continue the discussion in part 6 of Immigration Talk Show.